All right, picking up the second hour here. Steve, we're so glad to have you along for the conversation as we continue to rip back the curtain and show you the truth about just about everything. Look, we're fearless here. It's the pursuit of common sense every single day. Here are three big things you need to know this hour. Number one, Hillsdale County teaming up with the White House to tell the story of America. That's a cool story, right? That's a cool story. Number two, the Michigan Law, another college under attack for its systemic racial bias. Yeah, that. And number three, all eyes, all conversations focused on the war between Israel and Iran that we joined in the middle of the night on Saturday to deliver massive ordinances to destroy Iran's nuclear capabilities altogether. A dozen bunker buster bombs delivered to Fordo. Only 6 holes because one followed the other into each spot. The devastation, we're told, is remarkable. This morning in around Tehran, the IDF continues to strike. The IDF continues to strike targets in Iran. One of those strikes hit the Republican Guard headquarters. We're told that hundreds have been killed, but we're waiting to see what the story is there. Look, these are the latest headlines. I'm going to keep you up to speed on this. Iran hoping to disrupt worldwide oil supplies by voting to close the Strait of Hormuz. About 20% of the world's oil flows through the Strait of Hormuz. It should not impact the United States. We supply our own oil. We are self-sufficient when it comes to oil. In fact, we are a net exporter now. We should have no issue with this whatsoever. None. But watch, gas prices are going up as it is. They've gone up 15, 20 cents already. Right? You've got that. Here's another headline. The White House slams CNN report claiming Democrats were not briefed, that is, on Iran. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries were both contacted prior to the Operation Midnight Hammer. Yeah, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt demanded CNN retract a story that claimed Schumer and Jeffries were not briefed. CNN reported that House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune were briefed on the strikes ahead of time, but Schumer and Jeffries received notifications only before the public announcement as well after the attack. Leavitt called the report fake news. This is fake news. The White House made bipartisan courtesy calls to congressional leadership and spoke to Senator Schumer before the strike. Representative Jeffries could not be reached until after, but he was briefed. CNN, please retract. Again, more fake news out there. The CNN report added that Senator Mark Warner of Virginia and Representative Jim Hines of Connecticut, both members of the intelligence committees in the Senate and House, were not told until after the strikes. Well, gee, what does that tell you? You can't be trusted. Several cities, New York, D.C., L.A., Miami, all on heightened levels of alert for terrorist attacks. Be vigilant, my friends. There are people in this country that do not like us, that will do whatever they can to harm us. Many came in by way of the open border of Joe Biden, and many were here from a variety of other ways. Some of them were born here. Let that sink in for a second. They were born here and hate America. They want to turn America into whatever the Middle East is, or to have some sort of dictatorial religion in charge of all of us. Sorry, that's not going to happen. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. The Democrats, by the way, lining up. I want to jump to bite 11 here. Democrats lining up against Donald Trump in favor of our enemies, including Iran. It was one of the more predictable outcomes of this attack. This attack was so remarkable. So remarkable. 150 aircraft, 37-hour round trip for these B-2s out of Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri. An incredible attack that was focused, pinpoint accuracy, going after only these facilities. Not civilian populations, nothing like that. And yet the Democrats find a way to complain. Listen to this.
But it's not an operation that should have ever been authorized by the president in the absence of intelligence showing that Iran had made the decision to break out and build a bomb. The intelligence I've seen, and it's been limited, indicates that Iran had certainly enriched uranium but had not made the decision to build a bomb or pursue the mechanism of a bomb. And in the absence of that, this is not a strike that should have been ordered. In watching Hegseth during that press conference this morning, we saw a lot of arrogance from the defense secretary.
Absolutely.
And as wars in the Middle East have demonstrated, arrogance.
Yeah, and let me tell you why. Iran has the ability to have the nuclear material necessary for a bomb right now. They don't have to declare to the world, hey, we're building a bomb. They've got Fordo. They're a quarter mile underground. A quarter mile underground with a top secret facility that nobody even knew about. They built it secretly. And then it was revealed here 15 years ago that they had done this. The idea that, well, we're going to build a bomb now. Really? That's why Adam Schiff is most useless and embarrassing and dangerous, sort of well, they hadn't declared we should never have done this. Right, we should wait till they've actually got the bomb and a delivery system that could reach American shores. Let's see here. The GBU bunker busters has long been regarded, the site at Fordo has long been considered impenetrable because of its construction inside a mountain. Fordo is gone, Trump declared on social media, calling the operation an amazing success. And then he warned that Iran must make peace immediately or they will get hit again. They put in 12 of these bombs into Fordo during Midnight Hammer. And then 2.5 dozen Tomahawk cruise missiles. Precision weapons. 125 to 150 aircraft were used, including refueling these B-2 Spirits. One of the most secretive and lethal aircraft ever built, manufactured by Northrop Grumman. Famed for its stealth technology, which enables it to bypass even the most sophisticated air defense systems, flying virtually undetected. It can deliver over 40,000 pounds of payload and has a global reach because of aerial refueling. I mean, this is a remarkable mission. The Ayatollah warning us that we're going to get irreparable damage. Well, you already got some there, pal. Irreparable damage has already been delivered to you. All right, we're going to take a break here. You're up to speed. The Iranians are getting hit again today by Israel in a variety of places in and around Tehran and elsewhere as the Israeli, the IDF, works to close the deal and end the threat altogether of Iran forever. We'll take a break and be back. It's the Steve Gruber Show.